Hello, I hope you're all well. Welcome to another World Predictions video. So apparently all cancers are going to be eradicated by 2040. Okay, I've also heard that people are getting a lot of strange experiences at the moment because the veil is dropping. It's at its thinnest point because this is happening because more people want to come through and warn us about what is going on behind the scenes and what is coming forward for us, this dark cloud. And I hate having to talk about it. I would like to talk about something more positive, but that's what we are being warned about. Oh my God. Okay. So I really do have Winston Churchill standing right next to me here. And he has come to warn about this dark cloud. Okay, and then the other thing I got was about Elon Musk, the Bond villain. These cards were given to me before I even started. So we've got Bond villain, which we know is him. And then I got awkward, which it is at the moment. And the ring. There seems to be a little ring of people in the White House doing some things they shouldn't be. And I asked, can it get any more awkward for him? We're going to investigate that. There's something here. So let's get on with it. Just put my things away. Now, if the camera starts to move, remember it's tracking faces around the room. There's one that tries to appear in the cabinet all the time. So I will chase the camera around like that. Okay, ring, ring, stare at the phone on the wall. Ring. Phone. A ring. Yes, a warning message, a ring, a call. We keep getting this. Remember that song by ABBA? Ooh, that came out, didn't it? Something in the mirror. Something being reflected back. Another world being reflected back. An alter ego being reflected back. This is about Elon Musk here. So it's got Sir Winston Churchill, who's sitting on a chair now. Okay. Yeah, it's like a guide for me. Acceptance, hell. Finding it hard to accept something that he's been putted out at. Not the way he wished to go. There's an all right, okay. We've got the spirit tapping on the picture. There's a inclination to go against the Trump administration now, to cause a bit of trouble on X with this. He's still having everything taken away from him. He's going to be shown that he's more far right than he's actually been. Okay. It's like... I actually see him as a very vulnerable person who doesn't know how to act or interact with people. I always get that feeling. I'm not reading them. This is just the feeling I get. I don't do that unless I have permission. But I just get that feeling, vulnerability all the time. But there's an anger brewing under there. Cycles. He hasn't finished the cycle for something. A cycle hasn't finished. Okay. Two more. Okay. Sovereignty, the Morrigan. Now the Morrigan and sovereignty. This is to do with the crow as well, isn't it? I saw a reading with that. What's he called? Phoenix Rising Tarot. He's really good. He does some great readings for me. Not personal, obviously, but they feel like it sometimes, I have to say. Sovereignty. Something about... I get this thing that Trump is pulling back and trying to take control of everything, trying to push certain influences away from him now, saying that the people he brought in are not toadying to him or not giving him what he wants anymore. Rubio, I keep saying Rubio. He's on the hit list, as in hit list to be removed from power, to be removed from a post. There's a lot of phone tapping going on off the top. Yeah, we've got regeneration of something. Well, regeneration of the tariffs, isn't it? They just keep growing back stronger. But we'll see. There's a regeneration, a resurgence. One more. Banished to hell. Somebody feels banished to hell. This is Elon Musk. He had great plans. It's not working out. Loneliness. Feeling cast out. Out on a limb. I don't know if there's been plans to remove him from Tesla, and he feels out on a limb at the moment. And this is what he's done to himself. Okay, this is the backlash from the spirit world. Okay, and we've got illumination, something being illuminated by fire. Trial by fire, I don't know what that's about. Get a lot of, I feel like I'm not over with these, am I? One more. This one? Okay, and we've got death, shadow. I'm seeing like a shadow over the world. It's like, I can see it in space, like the planet, and there's shadow coming across. I don't know if it's like a craft or something. I don't know, but I'm seeing a shadow. Okay. By the way, I am doing readings for you on my tarot channel today. I have got a video on my, from the other day, about my spooky life. The Substacks are there as well. Please check them out. If you would like a reading, if you would like spiritual mentorship, not these yet, these ones, spiritual mentorship, one-to-one, details are in the description. I am now setting up some things on the circle. I ummed and awed about it, I have to say, but I can do various different things on there. So I can do spiritual mentorship classes. If you want to do it that way, I can do writing classes on there and everything. So check that out. Please check out Queen of the Tullians and Lady of Londinium on Inkit. They're channel messages through fiction. Please check them out on Inkit. They are free for the moment. Okay. Please give me a follow on there. That'd be fantastic as well. Now, I know a lot of you have, and I want to say big thank you. Big thank you to my new subscribers, to all of my new ones returning. Thank you so much for your support of the channel, and to those of you making donations. There's Kathy Sutherland recently, and Sassy. I can't remember your name. Sorry, but thank you so much. Okay, and to all of you sending me confirmation of what's coming true as well, especially the one about is it Warrior Widow, sorry, about the cracks in the Mississippi. And we had about the Mississippi and a crack going through the middle of the US. So yeah, that's great as well. Thank you for that. Sandra, Lutmel, all the people sending me things and confirming. Thank you very much. Okay, I can't read everybody's, well, no, that's a lie. I read everybody's, but I can't, I do read them all. Always communicate. I've got so much going on here. I've got to write as well. And I'm hoping next week to be in an office at some point to do this, these readings and stuff. So hungering for something. This is actually an issue about hunger. This is Gaza. This is hunger. Hunger is an issue. Weapon of war. They're confirming that what people have been saying about that. Hunger. There's an epidemic of cholera going there as well. Now this is going to reach out. If they don't watch, something's going to come out of there and it's going to go around the world. Okay, I'm getting cholera here. Okay, a new strain. Oh, great. But apart from that, people are starving. Right, okay. Do you want it upside down or straight? They're trying to stop midnight coming. And I'm seeing this shadow across the earth. Now they want it upright. I keep getting this midnight. And it's really weird because it really freaked me out that one of the Doctor Who episodes, the finale's on tonight. And it's about midnight, but they went back to that place. Remember the David Tennant one where that woman took over his voice? And Oh, that was scary. Well, they actually went back to it, but like thousands and thousands of years later, and he didn't know where it was. It was midnight. And what's happening now in the finale, it's part 2 of the episode from last week, is all to do with time and is all to do with midnight. And that's why Sir Winston Churchill said, midnight, when the clock strikes midnight, the shadow appears. Watch for the shadow. The shadow comes at midnight. I watch for it. Now, all I can see, and he's doing it now, I get this stick pointing. Now, the other day I was having a little bit of a discussion with them again, and I was scrying through the mirror just so I can see more. I don't need it. Trust me, I was doing my hair before. Right? And I had my hair over my face, and all of a sudden I just saw like this full-on person come behind me like that, and their face just suddenly, and I just went, stood up. It disappeared. So I want to explain to you, for some reason it's very important to me and to them as to how I tell you how I see. I don't know why, but anyways. And sometimes it can just be a straightforward mirror. I don't have to have it dog or anything. The mirror, in fact, all the sorts, yeah. Or I just see them normally. Walking down the street it's getting quite horrendous with that again. But my spirits stand on street corners. It's unbelievable. But so I've bloody forgotten what I was going to say to you now. Come on. Yes, and I saw this person. I was, oh, why doesn't this happen to me? And one of them pointed a stick. It's Sir Winston Churchill, and he's doing it now. But what I can see is where I stood when I was in London a few weeks ago, and there's Big Ben, okay, and there's Sir Winston Churchill statue, and he's pointing now. What I see is quite frightening. It looks like a model sometimes, but it's not. But it's maybe how they're showing me. But for some reason, this huge wave is coming up. Now, this could be metaphorical, I don't know. But if it's a wave coming up over London, it's not from the Thames, it's from Dover. So that means it's gone over all that land to come inland to London. And it's like taller than Big Ben, and it's terrifying. And then I see London, I see Big Ben chopped down. I see very apocalyptic visions here. I don't understand why. I keep being shown New York, but back when I was born, 1970, Twin Towers. Now, I had that bit in Lady of Londinium, and I tried to put the Knight of Swords from the, which is Queen of the Italians, in there, and then I changed it back to the Emperor guy, and I don't know why. It's towards the end, that's all I'm saying. And she's had to travel in time back to 1970. And the Twin Towers are there. And I don't know why they keep showing me the Twin Towers. Is it the biblical revelations? I don't know. Okay? Remember, we're religious fluid on here. Gender fluid, the works. Okay? So, but there's something about midnight, something happening at midnight. The clock striking and a new timeline coming in. Something drastic change. I don't know, but it's to do with midnight. Gremlins, I mean, that, if you look at that, it's from the movie Gremlins. The dog comes in. The dog's trying to come in, and there's something about midnight. Is this a midnight doomsday clock? Is this what the hell? Something happening at midnight. I'm trying to come in through midnight. Is this a system? I don't know. Oh God, please don't come in with your noise. Oh no, it's the nice people upstairs. Okay, and look, we've got fire. This this feels biblical. I'm seeing the windmill there, so this is fire, windswept. This is fire. Now I keep saying the guys in hats. This is fire. This nuclear winds. There's something set off. Could be at midnight. this could be an operation out there. It's something at midnight. Clock strikes something midnight. Well, it's really weird. You see how he's got the 3D glasses? Oh God, that was one of my favourite bits of the movie. I howled at that when they were all the little gremlins were sitting in the cinema with their 3D glasses on, watching Snow White and going, "Ah ho, I ho," and the wall singing. So funny. I see people sitting in a cinema with popcorn, watching what's going on in the world. It's on a cinema, like Pathé News type thing, yeah, in the spirit world. Midnight. The blue on this is communications. What is that water? Now they're showing me it's almost like right. This is weird, but this is how it comes out. So I'm seeing like you know that song by Gwen Stefani, If I Was a Rich Girl. Na, 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 na. Well, that song, If I Was a Rich Man, which comes from, sang by Topol, and I was saying, come on, it was on the other day. Oh, I remember it. It's a big musical, and it was the only song that ever got me to sleep, apparently, when I was a baby. If I was a rich man, yabba dabba dabba. And they're showing me that, and I love that because I love the song, obviously. And they're showing me that now. There's a scene in her video where they have a pirate ship in the water, and they're doing all sorts of weird things. These girls, these schoolgirls, I think they're like Japanese schoolgirls, and they're playing with it. And she's on the ship in the water, and they're having all these things thrown at them, and it's like that. But they're showing me London, as if a model of London is in a tank of water, and then they're pulling it out. I don't understand. Now they're showing me the Matrix. Mr. Anderson. I love Hugo Weaving. I think he's fabulous. And I absolutely adore Keanu Reeves as well. But I don't know what that's about. Something about the Matrix. I don't know. Let's find out. But there's something big going on at midnight, and we've got fire alert. So excuse me, I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. Damn drops that I have to put in my eyes. One more of these, then we'll go to my mateship cards. Oh, I've got a blue light on the TV. I don't know if you saw that. Distraction, apparently. Okay, nature. There's something about nature. Do you know, I'm hearing seagulls, and I'm hearing birds flying en masse somewhere. They know something's coming. There's going to be like a mass exodus of birds flying over before something happens. Animals are going to know. I just heard the White House is going to know last. I don't know what the heck this is all about. I don't like it. It's scary. I keep seeing the blue. It's definitely something from the sky. There's a lot of blue. Blue is about communication here. I don't like this zombie thing. There's something coming in waves. If there's problem of hunger, it's almost like they're getting very... now, I did that Archangel Michael message. I will tag it, which was pretty horrific, quite frankly, with the what's coming towards the world because of we're not listening. So check that out. And I've been seeing zombies in dreams for a while. I'm recently, but there's a lot to do with zombies not listening. Now, one of my dreams was a big aircraft. I'm seeing lots of planes. In fact, last night they showed me, there was loads of things going on, but they showed me there was a woman in my room last night who was really, really dark and creepy. But they showed me this, I'll write about that in the Substack actually, this plane. This was in the dream. Now, there are dreams, and then I call them vision dreams because they're clearly different. Okay, and there are lots of people in there that shouldn't be. And I'll call them out sometimes in my dream as well. It's quite weird, but I was on this plane and I was trying to get somewhere, and there were zombies trying to board this plane. Now, the plane is a symbol of this ark that they keep talking about. The ark, it's a spacecraft. It's under the water, Black Sea. It's hidden, cloaked. It's what brought us here originally. I've talked about that in previous videos, but anyway, and it's almost like, I don't know, something trying to infiltrate. There's definitely a zombie feel. Now, they have systems in place if that people turn into zombies for real. Isn't it the CIA has that, or the FBI, something like that? At most places, if there's an epidemic, there's something about this world changing completely. We're heading for a dark timeline. If we don't do something about what's going on, it's creeping in. And I hate saying scary stuff, but I have to. So why do you want me on those cards? It's my job, apparently. Okay. Puss in Boots. There's something about animals. We keep getting cat. Cat was intuition. Now, Puss in Boots was very clever. There's something coming from the animals. The animals leading the way. The animal inside must be subdued. That's Winston Churchill channeling through me again. Must be subdued. But using intuition. I mean, look at that cat. That cat knows exactly what's coming and what to do about it. Look. Sees it before us. Right, I'm seeing cracks appearing in the earth. Sinkholes. Something rising from the deep. Well, that's kind of scary. It's a bit Greek mythish and Jason and the Argonauts, I have to say. I'm just seeing a giant man coming out of the water. What the hell's that? I could hear a little alarm going off somewhere. I bet a lot of you are hearing alarms going off all the time. Yeah, it's all sirens, things like that. I used to see ambulances a lot, but it's more fire engines at the minute. And we keep getting fire, wind bringing in fire. Canada has to watch that. The wind's going to make the forest burning. This is cataclysmic. This is really scary, apocalyptic stuff. Fire. Don't bring the fire. The Earth's core is heating up. And it's melting at the same time. I don't know how that works. I don't know enough about stuff like that. The axis is off. I keep getting that. It's like this world's going to be ravaged. Well, I don't know what the heck this is all about, but it's quite... Do you want me to go into here? Okay. There's something moving back and forwards across the camera. Ignore him, please. Thank you. Stalker. Okay, yeah. This is climbing to another dimension. This is leaving. This is Jack and the Beanstalk. I mean, I know he's got his bag, but that looks like a suitcase to me. Leaving for higher dimensions. Look, he's looking at something. Leaving something behind. You have to leave this behind. At some point, why are you warning? These are timelines that could come in. We've got these timelines where, you know, cancers can be eradicated by 2040. But I don't know how that works then. Because they're not giving me a date on all of this. But this is a timeline we're heading towards. They've talked about the evolution that we can have in our own bodies, our own self-healing, everything eventually. Not having to eat food unless you want to. Actually existing like you do in the spirit world, but on the planet. Because there'd be different things to learn. And it's like, which way are we choosing? We're going down this dark path. We've got to choose the right way. We're being shown, we're not listening. One more. I just put light on. Awkward. Oops. Yeah. Frozen. It's almost like everything's going to come in at once. Frozen. Asleep. Not listening. Something frozen and asleep. There are things going to come out of the ice. As the ice melts, there are... I'm just saying diseases. It's knocking the whole system of the world. We talked about this a lot. And there's going to be stuff come out as it melts. It's all about the actual earth. Now, I've talked about the eruptions that are going to happen, the volcanoes. Oh God, I'm going to be near Mount Etna again shortly. Well, not shortly, October. Oh God. I always remember the cruise guy the last time he went there. He says, wow, we're going to be cut. He was really funny. I'm going to get you off at the speed of 1,000 gazelles on this port. It always reminds me of that Carry On movie, the Carry On Cruising. Oh my God. And he says, but if I see the volcano starting to erupt, well, do a U-turn and go back the way. It was really funny. We're just booking all excursions. It's fantastic. Oh, I waited so long. Oh. So anyway, I can't even say that. Somebody's letting something out. It's going to cause a lot. This giant could be a jinn. I don't know. A spirit of something. Spirit of the dog. Giant. Nephilim, just heard. I don't know. Sleeping giants awaken. That's something coming. And everything I see, I told you, it's so close. It's like if I close my eyes, I can see in this other world. It's right. It's with me. It's got to be 1-2 seconds out of phase, something like that. I don't know, because it's with me. I carry it wherever I go. Kind of freaky. It makes me lonely. Thank you. It makes me feel lonely. Even though I have all these people around me. It's dark and light. Look at these 2 crows. Why are you showing me that again? Loneliness. Being outside. Somebody's trying to communicate that they feel lonely. They're out of the group. Elon Musk. Really? Well, it must be his higher self spirit or something on the other side wants to communicate. I don't know. Fair enough. This was my wish. I've had this before. Even if you're alive, your spirit can still come and talk. This was my wish. I was granted a wish. A key to the Emerald City. But I kissed the wrong frog. That's Princess and the Frog. Now I've awakened to the truth and reality. And it is not yours. It is mine. Oh God, here we go. The Evil Queen. I don't read... Spirit of Magic. Hansel and Gretel. I want you to stop now, please, Sarah. Thank you. Okay, I've stopped. There is some dark stuff here. Oh, there's some very dark stuff coming in here. Far right stuff. I said you will be stopped. The heck that means that? That's what I heard. All right, that's what I'm getting. But I don't know. I don't know. This is for entertainment purposes only. All right. Please bear that in mind. Might surprise us, hopefully. Gotta have hope. Right. I'm getting rid of those. That's what I'm hearing from some aspect, possibly from him. Yeah. But you know, whatever. Okay, I won't leave them out. Right. Okay. We'll go to this. I get really wary of things like that. So I'd ask me to stop. I want that one. He, she, they. Oh God, war. It's always war. UN. Right, okay, so this is the Israel-Hamas war. Water. There's an issue with water. Water not getting through. Now we've got Archangel Sandalphon. Fall of an empire. There's going to be some taken to task of people who are causing problems there. It's the principalities. Sorry, I'm getting a dry throat. The cabinet, military advisors for off-world weather interference in the Red Sea. Right, okay, is this actual weather interference or is this spiritual interference? Cherubim, both. All right, Cherubim and Archangel Michael. You might be seeing a lot of children if you're seeing spirits and what have you. You might be seeing a lot of children. That's the cherubim coming to you. They come in that form. Cooperation. Legal loophole. Seeing Zelensky, something to do with green. We've got NASA here. Responsibility. They are referring me to this satellite that they had that picked up a lot of they look like craft coming in, but they tried to dismiss them, and this was NASA, and this was a while ago, and we had bang over there before. Not paying attention to that. They should be paying more attention to that. But somebody's trying to stop. There's interference running, trying to stop them talking about it more. There's actually, but are they finding a legal loophole? Not at the moment. They're going to be shown one, though. Fall of an empire. I keep seeing the Empire State Building in the US. The steel tariffs that he's increasing again, or he's doing something with, is going to cause a lot more trouble. There's something about 75% on all goods to China. The trade war is going to start again. It's a trade war. It's going to be a full-on trade war. Great. Sisterhood and false partnership. Okay, so we've got going behind your back in the Black Sea, Putin. Takes me to a very strange dream I had last night where I and a whole load of other people, we were working somewhere. I could have been channeling someone. It didn't feel like me, so I could have been channeling someone. But we were invited to go and talk to Putin. There were a load of us, younger. I think I was younger in it. And we sat on like black leather sofas, and there's Putin at the head, and they were giving us information, but there was an element of danger to it. We didn't know what they were going to do. It was really, really, I keep getting the Venko, General Venko, and I don't know if I've channeled him before. But anyway, that's what I saw. I don't know what it's about. I don't know, something's happening in my throat. Sorry. Sorry. And he was there, and it was very awkward and uncomfortable. So whether there's going to be a delegation of people go there, could be from the UN, they're going to be fed false information. could even be held there for a long time. Excuse made about that, but to make them feel awkward and uncomfortable. We mightn't even hear about this, all right? I don't know. It's going to be visible. Right, we've got something about sisterhood and a false partnership. Okay, listening to me is very important here. All right, okay. Watching you, watching me, Putin, is a pivot point. I don't know if they're finding spies or feeding false, but I just saw false information through would-be spies from Russia, into Russia. It's a very Cold War vibes. Spies that are in Russia feeding them false information. I don't know. Dragon Flames. I don't know if there's an operation called Dragon Flames, a codename Dragon, something like that. I don't know. Oh my God. Dragon Flames, Fire Alert, Options Kowalski, if you watch the Penguins of Madagascar. Fake. Gender is an issue. Keep getting that. Arc. Nuclear plant. I don't know if they're showing me the Ark of the Covenant in there, or lots of information stolen from the Library of Alexandria. Okay, but it contained of what was going to happen in the world. A nuclear plant eruption. They worry all the time about the one in Ukraine. A nuclear plant destruction, eruption is on the cards if it's not dealt with. There is leakages going on there, going in the water as well. We've got a lot of nuclear waste in the water. They keep talking going into the water supplies. If they tested the levels now, they'd be way up on the Richter scale from where they were before, or whatever it's called, radiation. Yeah, Richter scale, isn't it? In the sewers. If they tested in the sewers. All over the world. UN may release something about that. I don't know who. The World Health Organization, something like that. But this nuclear plant, there's danger of eruption, fire alert. Be careful. The Ark of the Covenant has foretold it. I don't know, and this is the fire. Does this start all the eruptions and fires around the world as well? That we're talking wipeout. It's all nuclear. They keep going on about nuclear must be stopped, but what do we do? You know, they're showing me the nuclear bomb being made from the movie with Oppenheimer as well. Whether they're trying to say this is like a nuclear bomb, I don't know. But the wind scale. Okay. Is the wind scale in the UK? I don't know. Visible. Wind scale. I want me to stop there. Greys are bringing forward this information. Failing to realise the truth causes stagnation. Hate and pride, whistleblower, propulsion. So failing to realise the truth about the world, who we are, our place and what we're doing, and that there are others like the Greys out there, and what is going on behind the scenes is causing stagnation. Hate and pride is the distraction that we have at the moment, and a lot of light workers are coming to blow the whistle on this. That's how they keep us stuck. But there's definitely something we have to watch the nuclear plants, whether they're being interfered with. We've got hybrid warfare going on from Russia, so whether or not they're getting in there, there's something about watching for people who shouldn't be there in the nuclear plants. I've just Russian, I've got IS doing something as well. Awkward. I keep getting something that's awkward that needs to be talked about. Awkward whistleblower. I don't know. You've got a few things going on. India's coming up again. Something from the 1930s in India is coming up again. What's happening in India? World building. Messenger. Don't shoot the messenger. I just heard. Dismantle. The 3. 3 days. Oh God. Bloodlines. Causing drama. You are not listening to me. There is something about, I don't know, it's a conference, a discussion, about what's been going on in India. There's something about 3. Number 3 is important. We've got 3 beings, 3, I've talked about them. Bloodlines. 3 is a figure of transformation. Interdimensional beings. They're trying to, France, call from the future. The tide is turning. Now I'm seeing that guy in the tube station. They're all going past the tubes, blurry, carrying a device. Okay. Okay, can we finish on something? Tracked. So this person could have been tracked but missed out. Commander of the fleet. All of they're tracking them as well. There's something about 3 doing something in 3 goes. 3 nuclear reactors. 3. Yeah. 3. I'm going to leave it there. Yeah. Oh, all right. Confirming. And there's something about bloodlines are important here. I don't know. Legal loophole. Oh. Is that why he's allowed to stalk me as well? Because of some bloodline? Correct. Right. Thank you. Oh, hell yeah. Raphael. Healing. Discredit. Increase in wealth. I don't know. I think that's just a little bit... as I say, a lot of light workers have people around them in the spirit world who are infiltrating their lives, trying to break everything down so nothing works and you give up. Don't. I've got a lot of writers out there. I'm going to be setting up a course for you if you want to write with spirit and channel through spirit. We'll get you moving with that. That's what I'm going to set up, because that speaks to me in volumes. Because I've had people send me their little bits of work that they've channeled. Sandra, thanks for sending that. So I'm going to set up something on that and on the circle. Hopefully today we will have a link. As I say, I hesitated the other day. I felt a bit down about YouTube, the algorithm. I've put so much work into it, and it's so frustrating to see all these other people are just away and I'm just stuck here. Frustrating. It's just the way the cookie crumbles, as they say. But if you can share this, I'd be eternally grateful. Yeah. Everything's in 3s. 333 is very important. 1303. 1333 as well. So they may be relevant to you. But yes, I will do that. In a discussion group of some kind, okay? But we'll do that. That's because I've got to get you communicating. I've got to get you communicating. The more people communicating about this, whether you're doing a YouTube channel, you're painting it, you're using AI to do whatever it is, use it to show people what's going on. Mr. Anderson. I don't know where I keep getting that. I don't know why. Ah, the three. But the three, of course, in the Matrix. The three. Morpheus, Trinity, and Neo. They're supposed to be the Holy Trinity in Christian religion. 3 points of a triangle. Interesting. It's all relevant. But we've also... So I wonder if these are the three who on the dark side, because everything to me has a other side. And that's what the unholy three who are trying to do things. Somebody's going, correct to me. There you go. Messenger. All right. The writer. So yes, that's really important. So we'll do that. Please check out the Substacks. All the details for everything, all the links that you need to get the Substacks, because some people are, how do I get there? All in the description. Just hit the link. Okay. I've got a lot in the description. Please check out the books, Queen of the Italians, everything. Please check out the other videos on here. I'm going to be reposting some older stuff. I've got two in particular. The one that channeled Stockton Rush from the Titan sub after he passed on. And the one that started it all, the first predictions video that I hadn't even thought of doing, and I just ignored it and it just took off, and that is why I was doing this. So I'm going to post them or send you a link to it, whatever. Please keep watching the community posts. I put a lot on there now, and the circle stuff, okay, if you want to join that. As I say, if you want a reading, I'm now booking up for June. I've got limited slots left, so if you want do that. I've got about, I don't know how many I've got actually. I haven't got many, I know that, but I haven't got, if you want to book up for June, otherwise you'll have to wait until July. So yeah, please do all that, and please check out the tarot reading I'm about to do for the tarot channel and the spooky channel if you're up for that. It's up to you what you choose to do. You don't have to go to all of it. It's just how, whatever format you prefer, but there's extra content on all of them. So and there's a lot for free. All right, take care of yourselves, and I shall see you next time. And keep the faith. We can change these timelines. All right, take care. Bye.